Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here to the Reclaim training. Today we're discussing reconnecting the mind, body, and nervous system. So we'll explore how the body and nervous system stores stress, overwhelm, and emotional patterns. Regulation is not just mental, it's physiological. So the goal is not perfection or never being triggered. The goal is learning how to support yourself differently. What is somatic regulation? Somatic means body based. Many people try to think their way out of dysregulation, but our nervous system responds primarily to cues of safety through our body. Stress and emotional experiences are not only remembered cognitively or through our mind, they're stored physically in our body. And this is why we can't just logically think our way out of certain feelings, such as when we're feeling anxious or activated. The body remembers. The body stores trauma in the form of tension, hypervigilance, shutdown, emotional suppression, and survival responses. Somatic practices that help support us in returning to and stabilizing the nervous system include grounding, releasing, regulating, and reconnecting. Why somatic processing works. As mentioned, we cannot fully regulate our nervous system through logic alone. The body must also feel safe. A lot of people try to think their way out of that dysregulation, but our survival responses become automatic. So the somatic work helps us to interrupt those automatic loops. The nervous system healing requires physical safety cues, emotional awareness, and body-based regulation. As the body continues to experience regulation repeatedly, we're able to begin rewiring patterns. So, some warning signs of dysregulation include constant tension, racing thoughts, emotional overwhelm, feeling on edge, shallow breathing, exhaustion, freeze or shutdown, difficulty relaxing, hypervigilance, numbness or disconnection, and trouble feeling present in the body. These are adaptive nervous system responses, not personal failures. Some somatic solutions that can assist you in returning to a stable nervous system response include breath work, grounding, orienting, somatic shake or release, co-regulation, body scanning, self-support, movement, vocal regulation, and environmental safety. We'll dive into each of these a little bit further. So first, let's discuss breath work. So breath is one of the fastest ways to communicate safety to our nervous system. Most people breathe shallow when stressed, but longer exhales help to slow that stress response. Regulation does not require complicated techniques. Small, consistent practices can create change over time. So, breath work is great for helping to reduce anxiety, racing thoughts, panic, and emotional activation. So, let's practice. Let's go ahead and breathe in for 4 and out for 6. All right, let's begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another way in which we can support the nervous system is to ground through the senses. Grounding helps to reconnect us to the present moment and interrupts any potential spiraling thoughts and that survival activation. Anxiety often pulls us into a future fear, and triggers pull us into past emotional experiences. So, grounding brings us back to what is happening right now, and the senses help anchor our nervous system. This is great for dissociation, panic, or extreme anxiety, overthinking, and emotional overwhelm. So, in orienting, we help our body recognize that I am safe right now in this moment. Moving slowly and intentionally matters. This practice is especially helpful for anyone experiencing hypervigilance, chronic stress, anxiety. It helps us to feel more safe, and it helps to reduce fight or flight activation. So let's take a moment and notice your surroundings. What colors do you see? What shapes do you see? What textures are around you? How does the light look? What objects do you see? Again, these techniques help orient our body back into this present moment and help cue our safety right now. Somatic shake or release. Stress creates energy in the body, so shaking can help to release that excess survival energy. Gentle shaking can help to further discharge any built up stress and that energy that's behind it. So let's practice. Stand with your feet grounded, or sit seated is okay as well, and gently shake your hands, your arms, your shoulders, and your legs. Again, this release can be great for stress buildup, anger, anxiety, and restlessness. So, with co regulation, we can help to support further nervous system regulation. As our nervous systems are regulated through safe connection, we're actually biologically wired for connection and attunement. Healing doesn't always happen in isolation. So, those safe relationships can help to create new experiences of emotional safety. Some examples might include safe conversations with a trusted friend or a family member, eye contact, supportive presence, physical comfort, regulated environments. And this is great for those who have experienced emotional isolation or are experiencing emotional isolation. It's great for fear. It's great for if you're feeling shut down or emotionally dysregulated. Body scanning, this can increase our awareness of tension suppression and emotional holding patterns. Many people are disconnected from their bodies because they learned to suppress their emotions. So body scanning rebuilds that awareness, and that awareness is the foundation for regulation. We cannot support what we don't notice. So let's take a moment and notice if you are feeling or experiencing any tension, any numbness, any heaviness, any tightness, perhaps warmth or intense emotions. This can be great for, again, those who are experiencing emotional suppression or disconnection from our body, or stress, increase that stress awareness. Some ways in which you can support yourself include gentle touch. Gentle touch can be deeply regulating for our nervous system. This is not about fixing an emotion, it's about creating cues of comfort and support. Many people are unfamiliar with offering themselves compassion physically and emotionally. Some ways in which we can do this is practice putting your hand over your heart. Put your hands on your arms. You can use a weighted blanket, or take a warm bath, or gently give yourself a hug. This is great for anxiety, emotional distress, self-soothing, and grief. Movement. So emotions are physiological experiences, and movement helps the body process that activation. The goal doesn't have to be intense exercise. Gentle movement can help to communicate or complete rather that stress cycle and restore regulation. So some examples include taking a walk, stretching, yoga, dancing, and gentle mobility. This is great for the freeze state, emotional stagnation, and stress buildup. Vocal regulation. So sound and vibration affect the nervous system. The vagus nerve connects to that vocal expression, so the sound can help to regulate the nervous system. Some practices that you can do include humming, singing, chanting, or deep sighs. This can help to reduce activation and increase calmness. Even small practices such as these can create a noticeable shift. This is great for anxiety, shutdown, and emotional tension. And finally, environmental safety. The nervous system responds to our environment constantly, so safety cues matter. Our surroundings can either increase stress or support regulation. So some small environmental shifts that you can make include soft lighting, calming music or healing frequencies, reduced noise, clean space, nature, and predictability or repeatable routine. Somatic regulation support. So regulation doesn't mean I'm never triggered, I'm never feeling emotional, or I'm perfectly calm all the time. Regulation is returning to yourself more quickly. So somatic regulation doesn't require, again, for you to be never triggered, for you to become emotionally numb or emotionless, or for perfect healing. It helps to support your body differently, helps you to respond with awareness and increase capacity and safety. The reclaim regulation flow. So think about how we can move through this process. First, you experience a trigger. That's that emotional surge that you feel based upon something that has occurred in your environment or through your exchange with somebody else. This flow that I've described here interrupts the automatic survival patterns. So as we begin to bring awareness to the trigger and we pause, use some of the grounding techniques, our behaviors become less reactive and we're able to move through regulating and moving towards more intentional responses instead of that automatic reaction. Your nervous system is not working against you. It is trying to protect you the best way it knows how. And with increased awareness, safety, repetition, and support, it can begin to learn something new. So what's next? Again, as a recap, our body remembers what our mind tries to move past, and healing begins when the body no longer feels alone in the experience. So what I encourage you to do is download a copy of the Reclaim Trigger Processing and Guided Nervous System Reflection Worksheets to continue to practice daily regulation, choose stability over survival, and continue your reclaim journey to building self-trust. If you found these tools and strategies helpful, please like and subscribe so you'll receive all of the upcoming updates. And then also I invite you to join the exclusive Reclaim community and continue your journey towards restoring clarity, stability, and self-trust. Inside, you'll have access to step-by-step lessons to empower your healing, Q&A calls, tools and templates. You'll have the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals who are elevating and inspiring one another. You'll receive enhanced accountability and support and the opportunity to be heard, share your story, and inspire others on their path. I hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.